here to surprise and celebrate winners from this year's Gwinnett Regional Science, Engineering, and Innovation Fair.
This year's science fair was bigger and better than ever.
It featured more than 1,000 projects from more than 1,800 K-12 students from across 126 schools.
We had over 400 elementary school students present their work to community partners from around the district.
We're so proud of all of our science fair students for their research, creativity, and innovation.
We are so excited to be celebrating our winners, our category winners, and our overall winners.
And high school winners will be advancing to the Regeneron International Science and Engineering Fair in Phoenix, Arizona. This is a world-class opportunity for our students.
You ready to go surprise some kids? Let's go. Hi, can I interrupt for a second? I have the best job in the entire world because I get to help kids and teachers with science. And last Friday, we actually had a science fair, and you guys have a winner in this classroom. Not only did Ellis win, she won the entire fair. She's our overall science fair winner. And here is your first place medal.
My project is named the Ellis Way. It was mainly built for people who have trouble looking for rest areas and safe places to stay during hurricanes. It was mainly for families and for truck drivers because my dad is a truck driver. I think that other kids should participate in the science fair because not only it's fun, but you get to learn new things about the world.
Hi, Aiden. So I have a first place certificate for you because you were first place for your category. And then I have a special award invitation because you get to go to a special award ceremony. And then, of course, I have your first place medal. Yes. Congratulations. We are so proud of you.
My project was how to stop people from using plastic. I thought of this project because at lunch, there's many plastic that I see getting thrown away, and sometimes the plastic can end up in the sea. Other kids should participate in the science fair because there is really a lot of problems that are hard for animals to get out of and for humans to stop. So that's why I think a lot of people should do the science fair.
Ayan, did you attend the science fair on Friday? How was it?
It was amazing. I had a lot of fun.
Well, I've got great news. The judges thought that you were amazing. They thought you were so amazing that you're actually the overall winner of the entire middle school science fair. Y'all give it up for Ayan. You also get a little something from our sponsors. So to help support you, you get a $500 award to help you with your science fair and your pursuits. So this giant check is for you.
My project was about developing optimal therapy intensity findings in Parkinson's disease, and what inspired me to find this project was my grandmother had Parkinson's disease, so I developed this project in order to find the optimal therapy intensity of more than 10 million patients worldwide living with Parkinson's disease. All of this started with a dream. 8 months ago I started my project, and so I didn't think I would ever reach here. It just feels so amazing that all my hard work paid off.
Unbelievable, right? We pushed on one project from Trickham Middle School to the fair. We were super impressed with Ion. It's just so impressive. Like, if you didn't get a chance to see it and to hear him and to experience what he learned through this project, just amazing. We were blown away. The value in STEM and STEAM is that they find themselves solving real-world problems, doing purposeful, meaningful work, and that's what true engagement is really about. It's nice to know as well that our students are not just influenced by the words that we say, but also by each other.
Can I interrupt for a second? Oh, goodness.
So Bori, we have some special news for you today. You're one of our projects that is moving on to the International Science and Engineering Fair, all expenses paid from our sponsors.
My project was based on creating like a treatment method for a really prominent eye disease. My dad has age-related macular degeneration, and currently I'm doing like an in vitro study, and I want to try an in vivo study to see like clinical applications towards my treatment methods.
We're here with a really awesome surprise for you. Sarish, you are one of our projects, thanks to our sponsors, who is going to advance to ISEF. Congratulations. You have an ISEF bid. We are so proud of you. This giant check covers all the expenses. Are you excited?
That's right, yeah.
It feels really amazing because I started working on this project last April, and to see all of this come to here is just an amazing feeling. This year's project was about a multi-cancer early detection platform that used a blood test to run. And I feel like one of the things that made it special, at least to me, was the fact this is a real-world problem. So I've been doing science fairs since actually first grade. It started with just like simpler projects, just trying to chase my own curiosity. But increasingly lately, it's been, well, there's this problem in my world. What can I do to help solve it? For doing science fair, it's not always easy, but it's definitely worth going through. It's going to be hard for a good while, and it's going to feel like quitting. But if you push through, it will eventually come out on the right end for you.
Hey, Ariane, I think we saw each other on Friday. I actually have two surprises for you today. So the first, congratulations. You are one of our bids to ISEF. You're going to ISEF in Phoenix, Arizona. But there's also another surprise because you did really, really, really well. And so you also got a $1,000 scholarship from our sponsors. So you have a giant check for you.
It feels great. It's such a surprise, and I'm just so glad to be moving on. I was trying to dysregulate actin dynamics within quadruple negative breast cancer cells and see how it affects the metastatic potential in the tumor microenvironment heterogeneity. The results might not always be what you expect, but there's always something that you can get out of them, and to keep pushing because there's always new discoveries to make.
Hey, Lamise. So we have a really big surprise for you. Our judges thought you did so well that you are one of our projects moving on to Regeneron ISEF in Phoenix, Arizona this year. Congratulations. You're welcome.
I started doing science fair in 10th grade, so I've been doing it for a little over a year now. My project focuses on preventing cough syrup poisonings in low-income areas. This has been an extremely prevalent problem, so I would like to get my solution out there more and then save these children's lives. I would tell them to pick something that really matters to them and something they care about and something that they enjoy so that way they can build off of it and have fun doing their work.
Hey guys. Hi. Hey Abigail, Maya, congratulations. How are y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
We got some big news to share.
All right.
Congratulations! You have done such an amazing job, and you are awarded and going on to ISEF with your science fair project.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
I'm so excited. I don't know what to think yet because it's a lot, but I'm really proud of my project and I'm really excited to move on. So in the past, I was looking into PFAS, and last year I looked into how PFAS affected inherited epigenetics, and I wanted to kind of further research on epigenetics this year, and I looked at straws because it's a bit more commonly used, and I wanted to see kind of the effects of that.
So I was really interested in cardiology, but I had difficulties finding some sort of model organism to use in school. So I went onto a different sort of path and looked at the respiratory system, and I ended up finding a new possible model organism for respiratory issues. And I used that model organism to look at things that we expose ourselves to a lot, such as like air fresheners, and to see how they could affect our respiratory health. Make sure you have resilience. Keep your persistence on your project, because I'll say with my project, it wasn't easy for me to get here. I did put in a lot of work. And to make it far, you have to put in a lot of work. You have to keep going, and even when times get hard, you have to just keep on going.
I got some really exciting news that we're going to share with you. Nova?
Hi, Nova. You were so amazing at Regional Fair today, so congratulations. You have made it to ISEF in Phoenix, Arizona.
This all seems a bit surreal since I've only done science fair once. I did really want to make this count since it's my senior year, and it was just a matter of researching and finding an inexpensive way to do my project. For me specifically, if I were to talk to myself in middle school, I would say to be more confident, especially because once I've gotten to science fair in sophomore year, I was surprised that some other schools, they started since they're in elementary school. So I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing in elementary schools.
Sorry to interrupt again. Got some more exciting news. Julia?
Congratulations, Julia. You also did an amazing job at Science Fair. So you also have, as thanks to our sponsors, all your expenses paid for ISEF and your $1,000 scholarship. So congratulations.
Actually, I started microbiology research as a way to help my dad with his sinus infections and just the overall bacterial infection and the antibiotic resistance crisis we are facing right now. You get to meet students from different schools around Gwinnett County and just really be able to connect with them with passion about science and just make new friends at these fairs. Be passionate about what project you are gonna spend basically years of your high school life doing. I could not be here if I wasn't actually passionate about microbiology, solving antibiotic resistance and whatnot. So just stick with what you're passionate about, and eventually people will notice your spark and you will do great things.
Hey everybody, real quick announcement. Have your attention please. Kashfi.
Hi, Kashfi. You are so amazing at our regional science fair today, and you have made it to the International Fair in Phoenix, Arizona. So congratulations.
I'm just so thankful to have this opportunity and just to have qualified again. Pancreatic cancer, of course, is such a big topic around the world, not just in our community. I really wanted to do something for the earlier detection of this, so that's what really got me started in cancer research and truly what inspired my project this year. Your passion is what matters, so no matter where you start, if you don't have access to resources, there's always a starting point for you to go somewhere, and just take that passion throughout your lifetime and just keep on pursuing that, and it's going to take you somewhere, as you can see.